James here with Barbourcreek Shooting Academy. We're going to go ahead and put this gel block with bone in it. You can see the bone right here. This is a shoulder bone from a buck, and we're going to throw the fur around it. We'll show you that afterwards. So this is 500 yards with a Hornady ELD M. So we got a lot of clients that want to see the M, so we're going to go and shoot the M, so stand by. All right, so 500 yards with the Hornady ELD M 140 grain Berger. You can see, of course, the skin fell off. There's the entrance right there. The bullet actually struck the bone right here. The bone is actually broke, so it's shattered here. Good wound cavity production. You can't see it where this is pretty cloudy, but you can actually see where it penetrated and then caused a nice large wound cavity. The bullet did exit. So it did not blow up like everybody thinks. It actually came out right there. There's the exit. This is some tough gel. You're supposed to go down the cavity, not around it. There you go.
Hey, it ain't very easy, man.
I know that. Look at that ballistic tip right there. All right, so you can see it shattered the bone. We got the ballistic tip right there. It did penetrate all the way through, but we're going to cut the rest of this right here so we can see where it actually entered. So stand by. All right, from initial penetration until it actually started to open was
2 3/4.
2 3/4 inches. The wound cavity itself, the length of it
is about, let's see, from 4 to 9 inches. So
4 to 9 inches.
I don't know, 10 inches.
Okay. How's the width?
And the width.
And again, this is 20% gel block, so
we got 1 3/4, 2 inches.
All right.
Permanent wound cavity.
So I'll go ahead and show you Keith's mug here as we talk. So we actually shot this at 500 yards, and it did penetrate all the way through. This is a Hornady ELD M 140 grain.
And we were traveling at 2756 feet per second.
So 2756. We didn't want to overload it and push it to what most people do, like 2800. We want to kind of be realistic. So again, 500 yards, and it's a kill shot.
Absolutely, all day long.
James here with Barbourcreek Shooting Academy. We're just finishing up a 900-yard shot in ballistic gel. The reason we didn't go to 1,000 today is twofold. One is retain velocity to make a bullet function. This is only a 6.5 Creedmoor. These bullets are cup and core, which means they have a lead core and a copper jacket, and they're designed to function at 1,600 feet per second and faster to make the bullet fully function. Which, if you run a ballistic program, puts us at about 950, 970, so not quite 1,000. So we didn't want to shoot them at 1,000 because, again, they're really not going to function real well at those ranges on animals. Next is we only had one gel block left with the bone in it. So we just kind of shot as best we could to put a couple of shots in this same gel block. Now, the reason we can do that is this is 20%. It's NATO spec designed to stop a full metal jacket. Where most people use a 10% gel that's FBI for pistols, and it looks real dramatic when they hit it with a rifle bullet, hence they show it on TV that way. Again, 20% gel block makes a big difference. That's why you don't got this big wound cavity like you see on TV. All right, let's get back on track. This here is actually a 140 ELD M from Hornady. It really performed quite well. We're surprised. Actually, it looks like a Berger. And I'll show you that. If you look to the right of it, there's the Berger through the bone, both of them through the bone. And as soon as it passed the bone, it started to open and function. Now the ELDM went all the way down and it came out right here. And again, that's just based on the angle that we were shooting, that parabolic curve of it coming in. I think max ord on that is probably somewhere around 7 to 8 feet above ground. And then it came in at that slight angle. And the Berger, as you can see, the difference is it actually throws little pieces of lead out, it spider webs out, which Bergers do. The downside is the Berger came out the top right here. I don't know how far it would have actually penetrated, you know, if it didn't pop out the top. We did make one bad shot. Again, 4 minutes of wind today, heavy wind, and it was really just because it came in and it bounced off of the chair and went into the animal. And this was the gel, and this was a 140 ELD M, as you can tell by the ballistic tip being right there. And there's where the bullet actually stopped, the big hunk of lead. But back on track for what we're doing, this actually worked quite well. Again, we didn't shoot out to 1,000 yards, based on retained velocity and having one gel block left and 4 minutes of wind. At one time we were up to 6 and 7 mile an hour winds. We are going to shoot at 1,000 yards. I think we're going to kind of annex the whole bone thing, because what we're noticing, just shooting through the skin alone is enough to make the bullet start functioning, and the bone is a really pain in the butt. It takes my partner here, Keith, about 8 hours to make one gel block, so it's a real pain. So we're going to go ahead and pick it up with just a gel block and some fur in the front, and we're noticing we're getting about the same performance when we do this. So, all right, stay tuned.
Barbourcreek's long-range hunting school provides you the skill set to ethically make shots well beyond 800 yards. With one of America's top long-range instructors, a 1,500-yard rifle range, heated and air-conditioned classroom and shoot house, we're able to teach all year round. Barbourcreek is proud to offer luxurious sleeping accommodations and full-course meals for our clients, making us America's premier long-range hunting school. Contact us at www.barbourcreek.com or call 334-845-0000.